something I want to know. How did you two, come together and found?
Or three.
Or you three as well? I know that there's a third. The other
33.333.
How did Sinn Studio come together?
I'll let Alek take the reins on this one.
I mean, we're childhood friends. I've known you guys since like grade 7. What age is that? Like 12?
Like 13, yeah.
I think 12, 13 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time. But before we did this, I was actually, I mean, we'll be here for hours talking about like the whole origin thing. But basically, the TLDR is I was looking for funds to start making VR games. I couldn't fund it myself. Like I couldn't get the hardware and the software and the assets and just everything to do it with. And I spent like a year trying to find funds and I couldn't. It was really brutal and exhausting. And just when I thought it wasn't going to happen, I happened to be hanging out with Almir, and I told him about that. And I don't really even know what you guys are thinking. I mean, you can comment on that. I don't think we've ever talked about your personal feelings in those moments and stuff. But I guess you guys were convinced that it seemed like a lucrative thing. Like this was the future. VR is going to be huge. I mean, back then it wasn't at all. But I told you guys about it, and you were like, "Hey, we'll give you the money. Let's do it. Let's do it together." And so here we are. But what were you thinking? Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, I'd known Sinn, like he said, since we were young, and I know that when he gets into something, he almost disappears from life. Like he becomes so focused. And I mean, he put me in VR a couple of times through what was it? Job Simulator. What was the other one that we used to play?
Diner Duo.
So we would run, and this is awesome. And we would spend so long in it, and I was like, there's no way that people aren't going to love this. And I trusted Alek's enthusiasm for VR and his will to develop. And then I come from like a bit of a business background, and I was like, well, I can do all the stuff that you don't want to do because I like it. Yeah. And then it just seemed like the right thing to do. And I mean, I don't think we understood what was going to come the next 3 years until Swordsman. So that was obviously a time where we showed how dedicated we were to VR and the gaming industry, because those couple of years were obviously it's still a business and there's stuff to pay, and when you're not selling great, then you have to find that capital elsewhere and make sure that shop stays open. But yeah, but it's been great to do it with childhood friends because we've stayed mellow. Even when we don't agree, we're like, ooh, I don't like that. That makes absolutely no sense. We're like, all right, well, we still want to hear it out. So the problem solving's, I think, been our strength in hearing each other out for sure.
That's pretty incredible.
Oh, I love hearing that.
Yeah, throw a pitch, your two buddies hear it, and they know your dedication and work ethic. And
yeah,
you're like, yeah, we got this.
No,
and now you're full blown freaking studio pumping out amazing VR content.
And
dude, that's fucking awesome.
Look, you guys, a lot of people drift away as high school friends and whatever. That's not an option now. That's awesome.
No.
Not only did you guys get to be great business partners, keep the friendship going. Sounds like you haven't, sometimes they say don't get in business with your friends. Yep. Doesn't seem like it soured you guys one bit. I love this story. Childhood friends become successful game studio partners.
That's pretty
Oh
good.
man, that's awesome.